Well, here we go. Playoffs are going to begin for this episode of the career mode on NASCAR Heat 4 as we are set. Going to be binge playing the playoffs at least until I'm eliminated tonight. So recording this on Easter Sunday. These videos are going to come out throughout the course of the next 2 days because I will not be streaming Monday or Tuesday due to my work schedule. But I'll be back again, better than ever, Wednesday afternoon for the full race live stream. So until then, we'll get this career mode going. And we're just going to hop right in and play here. Again, first race of the playoffs starting right now. I'm not sure how far we're going to make it into the playoffs because this is my rookie season and we do have a lot more upgrades to use. So hopefully we can get enough money over the next couple races to kind of maybe help us. And hopefully we survive on points over the first 3 races to move to the next round.
We're in Las Vegas for the South Point 400. Now, the 10-race NASCAR playoffs start today after a knockdown, drag-out regular season. Only 16 drivers still have a shot at NASCAR's greatest prize. So pull up a chair and we'll deal you in.
As said best by Rick Allen right there. Paul Menard going to help us out here as much as he possibly can. It seems like Chris Buescher is going to start at the rear of the field, as is Ryan Blaney. We're going to try to get this 99 car up to the front. We changed the Ally paint scheme for the postseason here, as was recommended in the comment section a couple videos ago during the last live stream we had for the career mode. And here we go. Green flag in the air from the 30th starting position. Not a great way to start the playoffs all the way towards the rear of the field here, but we'll hope for the best over the course of this race. We'll also throw the next race at Richmond here as well, too. Man, Bubba Wallace got shuffled out of line there from Ty Dillon. He was kind of all over the place. My goodness. I didn't think we were going to make contact that early into this one, but I guess we did. Alright. So I'm going to try to hold the outside as much as I possibly can. We have maxed out the engine power for a 90, and then of course 80 and 80 on the aero and suspension. I'm going to upgrade hopefully to an 85 on the aero at the end of this race, if not this one, after Richmond for sure. But how many points are we going to be down after this race, and possibly even Richmond for that matter? Richmond is probably my worst racetrack on this game, so we could be struggling here in the first round pretty easily. We don't have a lot of playoff points to work with. We only won 1 stage all season. Oh, contact with Matt Tifft behind us. We're just struggling here. We're kind of holding with these guys that we qualified around, though, so that's good to see. We haven't done that a lot this year. As Kyle Busch is leading this race. He's obviously in the playoffs. He was the regular season champion. So he's coming in with a lot of playoff points himself here, even though he's only had 1 win on the season. We're all the way down to the apron here. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Gained a little bit of time through the tri-oval. Trying to get underneath Landon Castle, but the lane was kind of closed up there. Nowhere to go. This car is really loose. It's got to be because of how much engine power we have compared to the aero only being at 80. We've been working on our short track car over the last couple of races, so that'll be all maxed out before we go to Richmond in the next race. And when we go to the Charlotte Roval, we're not going to have a road course chassis then either, so I don't know. We're going to hope for the best here. Of course, not having a lot of playoff points. We're only in the playoffs because we were able to win a race at Bristol in the 3rd to last race of the regular season. Oh, now we're 3 wide, stuck in the middle. Blaney, Austin Dillon trying to work their way through the field. Blaney, of course, has a pretty fast car here in this one. Trying to squeeze underneath the 32 of Corey LaJoie. So we have moved up from the start of the race at least. Man, Blaney's not looking like he's got a fast car. He was the first driver to miss the playoffs when I won at Bristol. That knocked him on the outside looking in. And he missed out on points. He was in a must-win situation going into Indianapolis and did not perform well at all in that race. And Chase Elliott actually got the last spot on points to make it into the playoffs. Alright, trying to hold full throttle through 3 and 4 this time. We're doing pretty well job of doing it. And that was even with the 24 of William Byron to the outside of us. Now going all the way down to the apron. Really trying to get away from Byron. I don't know, the car's sliding around because of how loose it is, but it feels kind of like it's stuck in the lane I want it to be in, at least, going through these corners. Can't really hold 1 and 2 wide open, but I have been able to hold turns 3 and 4 wide open. We're probably going to be struggling as far as trying to get stage points in this race, so that is going to hurt us, I think, quite a bit. But again, we'll just have to see what the point standings look like. And I think it's kind of unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure we're probably going to have a playoff driver winning this race as well, which is going to hurt us just a little bit. Kyle Busch looking like he's going to win stage 1 here. Hopefully a lot of playoff drivers don't score stage points over the course of this race today as well. So we finished 25th in stage 1. We moved up a little bit from the start of the race, 3 spots. Qualified 30th, but we started 28th. So everybody's going to hit pit road here, as will we, of course. Going to take right sides only, though. Try to gain a little bit of track position. It's going to loosen the car up a little bit, so we're going to put a half around a wedge in it. And we gained 13 spots on pit road, so we're up to 12th. But again, everybody on 4 fresh tires. We're on 2, so I don't know how this is going to work out. Got my competitive game face on, though. We need to get going here. I mean, it's the playoffs. Just trying to get as much track position as possible. It'd be nice if we could miraculously get another win to move on to the round of 12, but it's going to be tough to win a race in these first 3 races. So we need all the points we can get. We didn't get any stage points at stage 1. We're probably going to struggle to do that here in stage 2 also, but you never know. Oh man, we are tight. I did not think that half around a wedge was going to make that much of a difference. Had to check out the gas a little bit more through turns 3 and 4 that time. Yeah, here comes Chase Elliott to the outside of us too. We're stuck 3 wide in the middle, just trying to keep the car off of everybody. Oh, contact with the 95 and the 3. Sideways, how did we make it through without wrecking? That was a bad idea, taking 2 tires, because we're just getting blown around to the left and right of us. Oh my God. Just trying to get out of everybody's way without trying to get ran over, but yeah, right back to about where we were running anyway, so I mean, hey, I figure I'd try something a little different with the first 2 stages being a little bit shorter in length. Again, if you are new to the channel, we have gotten a lot of subscribers as of late. These career mode videos are a little different from the full race live streams that I do on NASCAR Heat 4. I usually I take a little bit of time off here from commentating and giving it a real life broadcast and save that energy and enthusiasm for when we run the full length races, because obviously these aren't an actual representation of how a race is going to be ran because of how short the race length is on the career mode, but that's just so we can get through it a lot quicker versus just having to do 1 season on the championship mode. So we've got 6 laps left in stage 2. We're not going to get any stage points here unless we get a caution before the end of the stage and everybody pits and we stay out. That's about the only way we're going to get stage points. I'd be down for it. I'd be down for trying to block for the last lap or 2. Oh, contact, Brian Truex. Kind of drove it in too deep. I got the left sides on the apron there, just shoved up the racetrack. Couldn't get the car to turn. Looking to the outside of Truex here. Couldn't get around him on the bottom, so we'll try the outside. That'll move us up to 30th. I'm surprised, though. Blaney started at the rear, but he really hasn't moved up far at all in this race. So I'll have to remember to take that, take the half around a wedge back out of the car when we pit at the stage break here. So I'm going to end up putting 4 tires on it. I tried to even it out by putting the half round a wedge in it because I knew the car was going to get even more looser than what it already was. Taking only 2 right sides because the left sides were going to be old still. And it did stable the car off a little bit more, but it might have slowed it down a little too much. So we got 3 laps to go in stage number 2. We're back to 28th again. We got the next 3 positions just in front of us. So if we get past these next 3 cars, we'll be right back at 25th where we ended this stage. So it's not like the strategy call hurt us. It just didn't help us like I hoped it might have. We got nowhere to go though. 3 wide right in front of us. All the lanes were blocked. 2 to go now. Oh my goodness, I thought we were going 4 wide for a second. We weren't going to make it if that was going to be the case. There we go, 3 passes in 1 corner. That was an awesome move. This is probably the fastest 1.5 mile track car I think we might have had all season, outside of Atlanta. But Atlanta was the 2nd race of the year. I think we just got lucky that day getting stage points, but had a late caution that day too. I mean, we got to be running better than 25th, obviously, if we're going to want to get into the next round. We're running last of the 16 playoff drivers right now, but at the same time, I mean, that's just, I couldn't have expected much more. Hopefully, again, we'll get that arrow up to 85, hopefully before Richmond. That's the end of stage 2. Top 10 across the start-finish line there. So 25th in each of the first 2 stages. So we're going to have to take a 4-tire stop, of course, here. Repair any damage we've got on the race car. And we did gain 1 spot on pit road, so we'll restart in 24th this time. I'm hoping for the best here. Green flag back in the air. Got 12 laps to go in this race. This is going to be tough. I mean, if we could miraculously finish inside the top 10, that would be nice. We'll just have to see what the point standings look like. Again, we came into this race above the cut line we were above the cut line by 2 points coming into this race, so not a huge advantage, but we were in the 10th seed out of 16 to make it into the round of 12. Blocking Austin Dillon off real quick, now trying to get underneath Bubba Wallace for position. You know what? I just realized I forgot to take the half round of wedge out of it again. It does seem a little more stable, but it almost feels a little too tight to run the bottom of the track, though, with the setup we've got currently. Ooh, just slid in front of Bubba Wallace. That didn't work out at all. Just crossed us right back over again. Ooh. Little contact with William Byron also. We tried to hold off the line of cars behind us as we tried to sneak underneath Byron again. Kyle Busch won the first 2 stages of the race. Ooh, now we got Jimmy Johnson behind us. Oh, man, barely blocked him. Oh, this is not good. Going into turn 3, contact with the 48. 4 wide. Oh, man. Yeah, we lost a lot of spots there. That hurt us big time. We're back to 34th. Dang, I wasn't even paying attention as far as looking at the wedge. I should have taken the half round back out of it. I think it would have made it a little bit quicker. Oh, we're checking up big time. What the heck is going on here? Caution's out. Ryan Newman was checking up. He doesn't really have any smoke coming out of his car. So it might just be a tire going down. Man, he checked up immensely. Oh, now he's got smoke. Now there's smoke rolling out of it. I didn't see it at first. Alright, well, we're going to hit pit road. Got a little bit of damage off the back of Newman that time, and there was just nowhere to go. I mean, he was just starting to blow up right in front of us, and now we just spun the tires on the restart. Wow. Man, these guys are going to pull way ahead of us now. Well, we got 4 fresh Goodyears. We're going to try to gain as many spots as possible in the final 5 laps of this thing, but we'll see. Man, we fell almost a second back just off the restart alone. It's crazy. I still forgot to put the take the half round of wedge out of it again. This is not good, guys. That was a terrible restart. We're going to be lucky to get back to 25th where we were running earlier, to be quite honest. Might need another caution. Definitely giving it my best shot, but can't give up. Every position is worth 1 point. So it means so much. My gosh. Guys are holding up every lane. Can't even go anywhere. Oh man, Newman almost made contact with Landon Castle there. We got a big run. Big run coming on all these guys. Newman's on fresh tires too, but he is not getting through the field either. Which is weird because Vegas usually has quite a bit of tire wear. Got 2 laps. Oh my god. It's like being stuck on the freeway behind a guy that's going like 10 miles per hour below the speed limit. That's what it feels like right now. These guys will not go in the corners. And you're kind of like boxed in and you have nowhere to go. That's what it feels like. Oh, okay, now Newman decides... and then after you pass that guy on the freeway, he decides to pass you back going 90. That's what that's what Ryan Newman just did there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're not going to get back to 25th. It's the last lap. That restart killed us. I mean, it took us a lap and a half just to get back to these guys. I don't even think we're going to finish inside the top 30. We might. Nope. Brush the wall off turn 4. Oh my goodness. Bubba Wallace just blew a tire off of turn 4 and smacked the wall right behind us. Oh my gosh. Well, we end up 31st. That's disappointing because we were a top 25 car all day. Probably should have stayed out under... Well, we couldn't stay out because we had a lot of front bumper damage. New one blew up right in front of us. That was just bad luck. That was just bad luck for this whole race, really. Man, that sucks. We're only going to get, what, like 9 points after this race? 10 points? Ooh. Well, we're already 20 points behind the cut line after the first race of the playoffs. We got 2 more races before the cutoff. And Denny Hamlin got the win, so Hamlin's automatically in the next round with the win. He doesn't have to worry about points. And Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, they're all looking pretty good. Pretty much from Harvick, 19 above the cut line on back is really what we got to worry about. So probably going to need some help in these next 2 races here. Yeah, that's gonna hurt us. On to Richmond. We did finish 6th at Richmond earlier this year, though, so maybe we can pull out a good performance out of nowhere there. That'd be awesome. We need to. So we've got enough money. We are going to upgrade to an 85 for the arrow. And we're going to have a little bit of damage there to repair. Okay. Chase Elliott. Well, we're at 1 million fans. Ryan Newman wants to be friends. And, Bubba Wallace upset with us a little bit there. Not sure what he's upset about. Can't really remember. Ryan Priest, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did bump into the back. I mean, that's... Can't get too upset about that. Oh, well. Jimmy Johnson. Okay, Jimmy. We were going 4 wide, man. There's nowhere for us to go. Alright. I'll apologize because you're a good guy, but... I don't know about that. Alright, on to the work plan here. So we got the short track car. Yep, we're going to max this out. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. So we're going to upgrade our aero department to an 85. Gives us $96,000 in the bank. So I don't think we're going to be able to upgrade to an 85 suspension before the Charlotte Roval for the road course race. Alright, so gonna be running a 90 on the engine, 85 on the aero, and then 80. So we're gonna max out everywhere for our short track chassis. And then obviously we got to get the Speedway chassis set for Dover. I don't know what chassis I'm going to use for the Charlotte Roval. Being the last road course race of the season. I don't know. Because if we're probably going to have to run... a Speedway chassis for sure. So we're probably going to have to save this chassis I'm currently on right here, moving the ticker. That's probably going to be our Dover chassis. We're probably just going to have to go all in on the Charlotte Roval here. I'm pretty good on the road courses, but we have finished outside the top 10 both races, so we're in a must-win situation, and it could be kind of tough. So we're going to get the suspension set up there. Arrow's already maxed out. And we'll get this engine going also. Oh, wait a minute. We don't need her down there. There we go. She can work on the engine. And we got one more unassigned employee here, so he can work on this engine. Alright. I think we're looking good right now, so we'll just start our work plan. Well, we're going to be all maxed out. I think we got to go all in on Richmond here, because I don't feel confident about the Roval. Again, I know I'm pretty good on road courses, but we just don't have the... We don't even have the chassis for it, first of all, and second of all, I just don't think we've got that kind of speed in the car yet, so we'll hope for the best. And on to Richmond we go. This will be the last race of this video. I'll do the Charlotte Roval and the Dover race in the next video. So I'm hoping that we can get a good run at Richmond. if we're in a position to win the race, we've got to go for it, though. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. I really hope this race goes well. We need stage points, though. If we don't get stage points in this race, we're going to basically put ourselves in a must-win situation. Unless we get a really, I mean, we can finish top 3, top 5 here, I guess. But even if we don't get stage points here, we have a really high finish without getting the win. We're probably still going to need to score a lot of stage points at Charlotte Roval. And we might be in a must-win situation there anyway. Oh boy, a little loose there. So let's see what kind of a car we've got here in qualifying. Again, Richmond, probably my worst racetrack on the game. Maybe we can look out on strategy and maybe get a couple breaks with some cautions. I don't know. That's about the only thing we could hope for, really. Highest we've ever been as far as the aero department goes for an 85. That's all maxed out for this race. Hopefully the suspension will get there sooner rather than later. 21.725 is our lap time, 28th in qualifying. Well, better than what Vegas qualifying was, but only by a couple spots. And your pole sitter for the race is Daniel Suarez. He's having a pretty breakout season here.
Welcome to Richmond Raceway and the Federated Auto Parts 400. Tonight we make our final stop at this 3/4 mile track, and a win at America's premier short track will move one of these drivers into the round of 12. Let's go racing.
All right, Clint Boyer going to help us out here. Daniel Suarez not only is on the pole, but I guess he's going to have a really fast car. So he's definitely going to be one of the ones to beat here in this race. Maybe the guy to beat throughout the course of this one. We're starting on the outside. Nobody's going to the rear. That could hurt us on this initial start. We'll see, though. Green flag in the air. We're underway at Richmond. And we're going to hope for the best. Yeah, we got to get out of the gas here. Got to get out of the gas and keep the car on the bottom of the track. I think we did a good job. I really didn't want to get stuck on the outside. If they're going to pass me, they're going to pass me around the top. We cannot give up the bottom here at Richmond. One lap in. We've already lost 3 spots. So we got 12 laps in this first stage. And we're doing all right. We're hanging in there. Man, it sucks running back here almost every single race, man. I don't know how we won at Bristol. I really don't. We lucked out with the caution. We would have finished top 10, maybe top 5. We were having a breakout run as it was, but then, I mean, we got that late caution. Heck of a restart, and we only led the last 2 laps of the race, but we got the win, nevertheless. We're going to have one of those kind of days here. We're going to have to, like, slowly work our way through the field and just hope we get a late race caution or something like we did at Bristol and maybe try to get them on the restarts. That's our only shot of winning here at Richmond today. Got a good run on Daniel Hemrick. But we're definitely not getting stage points in the first stage, that's for sure. Gonna pass it clear. Hemrick took an extra corner, but we got him. We're up to 30th. That was a disappointing finish at Vegas. I was hoping we could finish anywhere between 20th to 25th, and we finished 31st. It's only really, I mean, if we could have finished 20th, that's an 11-point difference there. We'd only be 9 points back instead of 20. Again, every position worth a point. And the only drivers that get stage points is drivers 1 through 10 at the end of the first 2 stages. So 10th for the winner, obviously, and 1 all the way back to 10. like really loose. Basically all the way around. Like it's loose when I turn. And then it's loose off the exit of the corners too. I'm using the controller. But still. It's like wanting to spin out off the exit of the corners and just wanting to dive like way too sharply going in. There we go. That was a really nice corner through 3 and 4. We gained a ton of time on BJ McLeod. We're going to get around him for 29th. Kyle Larson. Man, Brad Keselowski's not having a good day either. We actually got a playoff driver around us. Kyle Larson's not doing good either. So this is a race. If Larson finishes back here and Keselowski finishes back here. Granted, Brad's quite a few points ahead of the cut line, but Kyle Larson isn't. He's on the bubble. Oh, we're going to send it into turn 1. Very tight. Clean pass, though, around both Chris Buescher and Landon Castle. I almost overcorrected it into the outside wall. Oh, my gosh. I tried to stay in the gas as much as I could. I had to get out there. Otherwise, I would have slapped the wall. Got to keep the car clean here. We got to save the car so we have the speed at the end of the race. So I'm not really like sending it too hard to make some passes here. We did move up from the start of the race though. I'll take 23rd. 23rd at the end of stage 1, moved up 5 spots. It's not too shabby. We're gradually working our way up. Looks like everybody's staying out of the pits here. I don't know. I don't know what kind of strategy we're gonna try to pull off here. If I pit, I don't know if I can get to the top 10 or not. I think we're going to have to be really aggressive if I hit pit road. And we're going to put a half a round of wedge in the car too. Kind of tighten it up a little bit. So we weren't the only ones to pit. Brendan Gaughan, Parker Kligerman also hit pit road, but we did win the race out of those 3. So we'll be restarting on the outside, unfortunately, again in 38th. But again, we've got 4 fresh Goodyears. Tighten the car up, so hopefully the handling is going to be there. And the green flag is back in the air for stage 2. Oh boy, everybody's checking up. 4 wide, 4 wide. Wow, we made that stick. We wouldn't have been able to do that with our loose car, I guarantee it. So we're almost back up to where we finished stage 1 at the end of the first lap here. We're up to 27th. We need stage points. I think this is going to be our best way to not only get stage points, but maybe just gain track position in general here. Look at that. We're making clean passes too, and not even having to make contact with anybody. So we're keeping the car clean, and we're having a pretty solid run so far. Still got 8 to go, but we are moving right now. Up to 19th already. Oh boy, Ty Dillon got really loose on the entrance of that corner. He slid up in front of Keselowski. Costed Dillon time too. I'll just squeak on by all 3 of them. I'm glad we pitted for 4 fresh Goodyears because this is helping a ton. A little bump and run on Eric Jones now. Still got to drive it aggressive at times. We're definitely going to walk away with stage points here. There is no doubt about it. There is no doubt we're not getting out of here with any stage points. Alright, come on. We're up to 9th. We're moving forward. We got 5 laps left too still. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to win the stage, get a playoff point, max out on stage points here, but we're already going to get 2 points. That's probably more than what we would have had if we didn't pit. 4 to go yet. Almirola's kind of blocking us here. We're going to take it 3 wide into turn number 1. That got a little tight. We got around him, though. Got around 2 guys at once. Both Stuart Haas cars, too. Now let's catch the other Stuart Haas car of Kevin Harvick here. Yeah, car's loosening up all the way around again, but it's not as bad as what it was in the last stage. Gonna pass Harvick. That'll move us up to 6th. Oh boy, man, we are still really loose. Especially when we try to hammer back into the gas. Ton of wheel spin. This is one of the races with 750 horsepower too. These short tracks. We're gonna have the same kind of horsepower at in the next race at Charlotte Roval, because road courses have the 750 horsepower too. We're up to 6th. I think we got a shot to get up past Blaney for 5th. He's not in the playoffs, so we need the points more than he does. Hopefully he pulls over for us. He's probably not, though, because we're the reason why he's not in the playoffs to begin with. But we're having a good, solid run. We gained quite a bit of ground there. Blaney to the inside of Kyle Busch. Down the backstretch. We're going to send it. All right, he's my favorite driver, but we had to send it there. 5th. All right, we got one. Oh, my God. Luckily, that damage isn't going to count. I'm surprised nobody piled in there. Oh, well, no. Oh. All right. Hey, 5th place. I'm sorry, Blaney, man. I had to do it. You're not in the playoffs. I am. We need these points. Okay. So we got 6 points there. That's crucial. We're going to pit for 4 tires, as is everybody else here. And hopefully, keep this car going in the right direction. Not going to repair any damage here. Going to try to get a quick pit stop. Awesome. Came out in 5th, right where we went in. Blaney lost a lot of spots. He probably had quite a bit of damage after we ran him up the track. My bad. But here we go. Stage 3 underway. Oh my God. There's no way. Oh, we're really tight. Oh my gosh, we're 5 wide for the lead. That didn't work at all. I just caught. How did Boyer get to the lead of all? Oh, Busch! Right on our rear bumper. He lost a lot of ground there. Now we're stuck on the outside. Ooh. Gotta squeeze underneath Truex. Oh, Truex is sideways! Oh, what a save. Oh, he came back down in front. Oh my gosh, now we're loose. Oh my. No! Oh, man. Caution. You've got to be kidding me. We got to stay out. I just hope we don't have too much damage. I hope we don't. 14th, green flag back in the air. Alright, we don't have a ton of damage. It could be worse. Oh man, we're checking up already. Oh my gosh, Brendan Gaughan taking us 4 wide here. How did we make it without contact through that corner? Oh, David Reagan just... Man, these guys are getting aggressive. They're getting a really, really aggressive runs here. Oh, Mike Newman, what are you doing, man? I mean, squeezing down to the bottom is one thing, but just completely... I mean, I did it on Blaney, I guess, but we're in a different circumstance. Oh, my God, Austin. Oh, my gosh, we really cannot get to the bottom right now. It's ridiculous. This is hurting us a ton. I'm trying to get this car to the bottom of the track, and it's just not doing anything for us right now. We're pushing tight, like really bad. We've only got 16 laps left. We need another caution. I can't turn the car in the corners anymore. I think we've got too much damage on the front of the car. Might not look like a lot, but I mean, it is just bulldozing up the track. I can't get the car to stay on the bottom like I did in the last stage. There's a little bit of damage. Not too terrible, but... Alright, people. You gotta look out. We got a man on a mission here. Daniel Suarez is leading the race here at Richmond. He did start on the pole and had a pretty fast car in practice, so. My gosh. It's amazing how we were just so tight and now we're just so loose all of a sudden. We're gonna have some people upset with us if we try to rub and race them that way, but I mean, we have to do whatever it takes to get to the next round here. Oh no. I thought I was gonna eat the wall there. I had to check up out of the gas again. Yeah, this car's all over the place. I'm really not trying to hit the apron, but it gets so loose all the way around the corners now that it's turning too much. It went from it's not turning at all to it's turning right now, and it's going to turn all the way too sharply in these corners. Like the rear of the car should not be like kicking out as much as it is right now. We do not even have a loose setup. For the short run, if we get a caution and we pit, we're going to have to loosen it back up again because we're not going to have many laps left. But then again, if we get a caution, I think I got to stay out and just send it into turn 1 on the restart and try to hope I can gain quite a few spots that way. We should finish top 20. These guys are just ahead of us right now. Honestly, we got enough laps left. I think we can finish top 15 for sure. Gonna move past Tyler Reddick. That'll move us up to 21st. Chris Buescher, Ryan Newman just in front of us here. We gotta take them at once going into turn 1. Oh, just got that car to turn without hitting the 37 at all. That was a nice clean pass. Sliding up in front of both of them. Ooh, David Reagan went high. We got a chance to get another one here. Oh man, oh no. I thought we were gonna eat the wall. We got lucky. He's not gonna be happy about that, I don't blame him. Oh, we got a car blowing up on the inside, that's another spot. Caution, are we getting the caution? Nope. Cody Ware, he's blowing up. Oh, he was a lap down already, that's not a spot. Dang it. Yep, still in 18th. I was hoping that was going to bring out the caution, but we stay green at least for right now. I have no clue what the points are going to look like at the end of this race. Because we did score 6 stage points, and there are a lot of guys that didn't score any. And our finish isn't going to be that bad if we stay green. I think we can catch Alex Bowman. Oh, Johnson and Menard about made contact up there. Or Johnson, yeah, Johnson and Menard. So that's 2 playoff drivers just in front of us. So that could be a 2-point swing if we pass Bowman. And really like a 4-point swing if we pass Menard too, because Menard was on the bubble, I know for a fact. I think Bowman might have been. I'm not entirely sure with him. My gosh, we're so loose. So hard to stick these corners all the way around, really. Alright, gonna get to the inside. We're gonna pass Bowman there. That's a 2-point swing. Let's get another 2-point swing on Menard. That'd be nice. Yeah, oh yeah, he missed his corner. We're gonna slide under him easily here. I don't know how we're hitting our marks, but we are. We got 2 to go. If we get a caution before the leader takes the white flag, that would be epic. I know we'd restart on the outside, but I think we can do a lot of good there. Nope, didn't do it. All right, now I'm hoping we stay green long enough for me to get Johnson. So white flag in the air, last lap of the race. Going for a top 15 on Jimmy. Got another point right in front of us here. We're going to get around him. And I don't think we're going to catch Blaney for 14th, so... I'll take a 15th place finish. 15th place finish, not too shabby. I just don't know if that's going to be good enough to move above the cut line at the end of this race, but we still do have one more race at Charlotte at the Roval. Your race winner is Daniel Suarez, so Suarez moves to the next round of the playoffs. So we got two guys locked in already. And we are... What? Man, I thought we had a better race than that. We're still 20 points behind the cut line on Chase Elliott. That mind boggles me. I thought we scored enough points there to at least kind of like move within 10 points. We're still 20 points behind. And we might need to win this next race. Oh my gosh. 92. Suarez has a lot of points, so that didn't really cost us much. Suarez and Hamlin are already in. Kyle Busch has locked himself in on points. Keselowski's locked himself in on points too, so the top four on your leaderboard, they're all already in the next round. Man, that hurts. That hurts. So now we're gonna have to see what kind of a car we're gonna have for the Charlotte Roval. And I have sad, unfortunate news to break to you guys, but I don't think we're gonna have a fast car in this race. And unless we pull off a miracle and maybe win both stages, we won't have to win the race, but we're 20 points back and we got to jump 4 guys technically, figuring Elliott's the last guy in. We got 3 guys ahead of us yet. Yeah, we're probably in a must-win situation here. Yeah, Blaney's upset, man. I knew he would be. It's my favorite driver too. That kind of sucks, but oh well. So we're gonna be stuck at an 80 for the suspension still, and we gotta finish in the top 10 in the next 3 races, or we're not gonna get our incentive bonus there. So that's probably not gonna happen. And I really don't think we're going to get out of this first round of the playoffs. Man, we're going to be knocked out the first round. I mean, I know it's a rookie season, but still. I mean, we shouldn't even be in it. We lucked out with a win at Bristol, but I guess I just got to be thankful that we're even in the playoffs to begin with. All right. We're probably just going to have to go with this chassis. We got to go all in here. We just have to do it. Yep. So for the Charlotte Roval, which will be the start of the next video, we're going to have to use this Speedway, our third car in the shop. We're going to have to use this Speedway car that we've got built up. So we have it maxed out to a 90, 85, and 80, but because we're going on a road course and it's not a road course chassis, we're losing 8 on the engine, so we're going to be at an 82. We're losing 6 on the aero, we're going to be at a 79. We're losing 4 on the suspension, we're going to be at a 76. So winning car, probably not, unfortunately. I'm going to give it hell. I'm going to hope for the best. As always, hit the subscribe button down below for more daily NASCAR content such as videos like this. See you guys in the next video.